going to be interesting to see what kind of styles that Elgin takes against Kalman, because I have a feeling that the big dog might just sit back and see what the youngsters got here. We'll see.
Tie up here, Michael Elgin and Geza Kalman. Actually, we saw these two guys go at it in one of our earlier shows, our very first, our first 2 or 3 show, I think it was, in Goderich, Ontario, Canada, and they ripped it up. Geza Kalman Jr., we've seen him have just awesome matches here in Cambridge, and it's kind of deja vu to see him have that standoff as he just did, and have the fans applaud in respect and honor of Geza Kalman.
Yeah, that must have been a while ago. I myself missed that match. I hadn't realized these guys had hooked it up before. Must have been on one of my world trips scouting talent around the world.
Absolutely, yeah. And well, also it's way up in Goderich, right? I mean, you don't want to go to Goderich.
I love the town of Goderich. I've never been there, but I love the town.
That's right. Oh, look at this now. Michael Elgin, as you said, he can fly and he can do acrobatic stuff just like that. You can see him roll into that, rolling out almost a cartwheel there to break out of that armbar from Geza Kalman, who I don't think he saw that coming.
Well, it's a smart move on Geza's part to take on a guy like Elgin right now, because there's a lot of similarities between Michael Elgin and Eddie Impact Osborne. If you think about it, they both use a lot of innovative submissions. They both do a lot of mat wrestling. So this is a good test for Geza to step back down from that mixed martial arts fights he's been in and the pure violence division, and to get back into good, basic, solid mat wrestling, chain wrestling, which is what he's going to need if he wants to take the title from Eddie Osborne.
That's right. Geza Kalman now wrenched on that hammerlock there on Michael Elgin, who's now getting to his feet here. Look at this. Oh, rolls Geza Kalman to the outside there, and now Geza on the outside.
Yeah, and there's and look at that. Well, I thought he was going to lay a planche on him or something.
Yeah, look at this. Michael Elgin, second roll, flies to the outside. What a big splash to the outside on the Geza Kalman Jr. Michael Elgin soars through the air like he's 100 pounds. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, he's an amazing athlete. You just saw it right there. He's absolutely fearless, and now he's taking it to the big dog outside. And I don't know, man. You're in the big dog's playground. I mean, you're outside that ring right now, and I don't know if Geza's going to stand for too much of this or not.
That's right, Geza Kalman here. Oh, look at this Irish whip reversal. Harder than that post. Harder than that post goes Michael Elgin there, and now look at that. Oh, clubbing blows to the shoulder here. Geza Kalman. Going to try to tosses Elgin back into the ring, and follows right behind here is the big dog Geza Kalman Jr.
Yeah, it's hard to say who's hungrier in this match, because Geza, he doesn't want anything to block him from getting to Eddie's title, and he's working this match. There's little Geza of old here now. He's tied him up in the ropes, but Elgin needs this win. If Elgin could beat Geza here, that would elevate him to the top ranks of PWA almost instantly.
That's right. Well, here he goes now. Geza Kalman once again wrenching on that hammerlock submission here, and now scoops him over into it. Look at this, picks him up, and that big hammerlock body slam by Geza Kalman here, taking Michael Elgin down.
Yeah, he's got they're both big men, but he's got the Michael Elgin hurting on the mat right now, and that arm's still ringing from hitting that post. But he's coming back, and he's firing strikes too. But you can see the difference when Geza lays one in.
Look here now, kicks to the gut of the big dog here by Michael Elgin, but now here comes the stomps of Geza Kalman. Here he goes, scoops him up here now, and now wrenched on that hammerlock here, but takes him down again and rolls him all the way down. Now I said earlier that maybe Geza didn't see coming the acrobaticness of Michael Elgin, but now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure Geza Kalman always sees everything coming. You know what I mean? He's prepared for everything, sinking those knees into Michael Elgin. He's prepared for anything and any kind of style that anybody's going to pull out. He has a counter for it.
Well, I'm telling you right now, anybody that can go 30 minutes with the king of old school himself, Steve Carino, like Geza Kalman did, and then beat him in the rematch, is one tough customer. And make no mistake, Geza's an amazing athlete, and he's a much more accomplished grappler than people give him credit for. But right now, this one's turning into a slugfest, and I think Elgin might be a little out of his league if it's going to come down to straight striking, because Geza's just amazing with those fists.
Yeah, you do not want to get into a punch for punch battle with Geza Kalman Jr. I mean, even if you're a truck, you don't want to go for get any of the punches of Geza Kalman Jr.
That's for sure. And you notice he's targeting that arm, and of course with Geza, you never know. Is he setting up for an arm lock, a key lock later to try for the submission? Is he trying to block any possible counters to a Cobra Clutch or something? Dragon Sleeper. You just never know what Geza's going to pull out, but he seems to have his eye set on that shoulder.
Yeah, hard into that post there went Michael Elgin, sailing there. 2. Kick out by Elgin. Trying to pop that shoulder out. Geza sent him flying into that solid metal ring post.
Yeah, and I think those covers right there, that's more a psychological ploy than anything from Geza. But it seems to have fired Elgin up, and he's coming back.
Whoa.
Geza's throwing him in there.
Yeah, there comes.
Going for his grounding pound, and I got to wonder about that. Why isn't Geza laying it in?
Yeah, he's almost saving it for Elgin here. Scooping him up last. Again. Here he goes. Scoops up over. Mike Elgin. But he slips him around. Now picks him way up. And there's that big body slam by Elgin. Takes him down. And out of the way moves Geza Kalman. And as we said, if Elgin could pull off a victory against the big dog here, it would elevate him. Geza fought like 8 people at once the one day for the Peter Violence Championship, and the match between Geza and Elgin really did help Elgin make his way up the roster.
Yeah, well, Elgin's had some smoking matches in, MVP, Silverstein, Hayden Avery, the 3-way not too long ago where Hayden was injured. I mean, it doesn't, he doesn't always get a win in the win column, but he's impressed fans, and he's impressed PWA management, and he's impressed people all over the world with his performance here in PWA, and all he needs is one good solid win, and I thought he had it there, but Geza's just too much for him. He's back on that arm.
Yeah, that's right. As we said, the match between Elgin and Geza and Goddard is really the one that opened the eyes of us here at the PWA that Elgin could have a shot here, but Geza Kalman still wrenching on that arm, wrenching on that shoulder here of Michael Elgin. And now he has him hung up in the corner, and there comes those big punches.
Yeah, it's Geza continues to dominate here, but remember, Elgin can pull it out at any time.
Yeah, there's a big boot to the face here. Geza Kalman, he takes him down with a clothesline. Takes Geza Kalman down, but Geza right back up. And now a big elbow to the face of Geza here. And Geza now to his feet, and a big clothesline.
Yeah, he's laying him in there right now, and he's got to stay on him. He can't afford to let Geza get a second win right here. He's got to stay on him, and he's got to hit him with something that hurts, and that might just do it right there, a DDT.
That's right, a big DDT by Michael Elgin. Takes him down. That could be the move here. 1, 2, and it's not enough to take out Geza Kalman.
No, he's got to follow up with something big now. A knee drop to the head or a double stomp or some darn thing, because Geza's just going to keep coming up, and he's going to keep shaking that off. He knows what it's like to fight hurt, so you just got to keep hurting him.
That's right. Look at these right hands here by Elgin now, but whoa. Blocks that punch, but it still hurt him. Single arm DDT by Geza Kalman. Smart move.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely right back there on the wounded wing, and he's again trying for the conventional cover. I can't help but think that maybe Geza might be looking at a submission. He likes to see a ref stoppage or a tap out to win his matches. It's a source of personal pride with this man.
That's right. Now look at this. Rolls through Elgin here. Elgin rolls through rather, and now scoops him up. Look at Elgin. Look at this. Takes Geza up, and he holds him there. But Geza scoops himself over, and into the corner goes Elgin. And now, going to be a Russian leg sweep by Geza Kalman Jr.
Huge impact on that too, and he drove Elgin into the mat, and now he's trying to cover him. I think Geza's trying to send a message to Eddie Osborne right now is what he's trying to do. He's trying to show Eddie that, this is what's in store for you, pal. This is just a sample of the pain and hurt I'm going to inflict. And here it comes.
He got him. Geza Kalman got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, Geza